Good morning. It's a beautiful Friday morning here in North Carolina. Still a little hot and humid, but the sun's shining after a big storm last night. So I'm just happy to be up this morning and getting my routines done. I have completed my morning routine, which is getting up, getting dressed, doing a little bit of exercise, doing swish and swipe in the bathroom. I've had breakfast, I've got laundry started, I know what's for dinner. So I've taken care of my morning routine. And I sat down and did my paperwork for the week. Yes, on Fridays I sit down and do some desk time. We need to have desk time regularly in our schedule. Some of us need it daily, some of us can get by with once a week. But for my paper time this morning, I sat down and did my menu planning, and then I made my grocery list. And I write out my grocery list by store and even pretty close by aisle or by category. So when I go out to grocery shop, I'm ready to get my things and get back home. We also are doing some of our home blessings this morning. The trash has all been gathered throughout the house, and one of the boys has taken that off now. And next up on the list will be do some sweeping and some mopping. And we're also getting ready to have some technicians come in today to do new internet and satellite for us. So we're also moving furniture around just a little bit during this home blessing time, so we have access to some of the cables and things that we need to get to. But I'm not crisis cleaning to have people in my house. We're just getting ready for what they need to do as part of their jobs. I have my load of laundry going, and it's going to be a great day. Each day in my week has a purpose, and that way I get everything done without trying to cram it all into one day. I spread it out. Friday afternoons I do my errands. That's when I grocery shop, that's when I run the errands of the week, drop off donations from the decluttering. All that just goes together in one really big circle in town. And I started doing that several years ago to save time and also save money on gas. Because if you remember, around 2008 and 2009, somewhere in there, our gas prices went kind of crazy. And I had to learn to pace myself on errand day and make a really big circle. And I've taught my boys that too, that it's more efficient to make a lot of rights when you're going and doing your errands than a lot of lefts. So there's fun little things that I've learned along the way that I share with them. And I have a purpose for tomorrow too. Tomorrow's Saturday. It's going to be Family Fun Day. I'm going to run in a half marathon in the morning, and then we'll do something fun in the afternoon. And if you notice over my shoulder, the livestock is out and about this morning. There's the goat making a little appearance. There's a story about goats, okay? I don't like goats really, but my husband and the boys do. So one year they gave me a goat for Mother's Day. Wasn't really received well, but they kind of grow on you if you don't have to mow that pasture back here behind. So I don't really do much for goats other than make sure that I have feed bought, and then the boys take care of feeding and watering and all that stuff. So it does give them some responsibility, and they enjoy having them. Sunday's purpose is going to be rest and relaxation. Fly Lady calls it renew your spirit. That's the day we go to church. And I don't do a whole lot of my outside the normal routines. I try to have a little downtime. I do spend some time on the computer getting ready for the next week. When Monday rolls around, I'm ready to get my week going. We start with washing some sheets, taking care of hot spots, and just generally staying around the house doing things to get the week started off well. On Tuesdays, that's plan and play day with the Fly Lady, and so I'll sit down and look at some planning. Do I need to set up some appointments? Do I need to follow up on some phone calls? Because we all know those are the things we procrastinate the most, is making those phone calls. Wednesday is anti-procrastination day, so I try to tackle a project for 2 to 5 minutes that I've been putting off. Usually I get them done, but sometimes I have to break it down into small steps to get it done. On Thursdays, I do a lot of work on the computer. That's the day I do my mentoring with Fly Lady Premium. I host games, I do these videos. So my Thursdays are a little bit different than what most people do on Thursdays, but that's like the end of my work week for me. And on Fridays I don't do a whole lot of that kind of work. So I've spread things out throughout my week. I find where they fit the best. We decided that Friday is the day to haul off trash because it gets us ready for the weekend, and if I do some decluttering, I've got a place to put all the stuff that I'm decluttering and throwing out. And I try to do a little decluttering at a time in the summer whenever we're not doing school. because that's the time I have to get into the garage and do decluttering or deal with a storage area. So I'm very conscious about the time of the year and the seasons, and I know when I can fit in bigger projects. And this summer I'm also working on a book, so I hope to have that finished by the end of August, and it's going to be about joy, and I'm really excited because I share with you things that have happened that aren't the most joyful things in life, but how I look for blessings and got through those times. So I hope you have a great weekend. I've enjoyed doing my videos this week, chatting with you, sharing some of the things I do. And if you want to know more about menu planning, I'll probably write a blog post about it next week, because I keep my menu simple. I write it out in pencil, so if something happens one day and we switch stuff around, I can erase it if I want to. I'm not tied to it. It's kind of a guide, but I have written down each day what my main dish is going to be. And if you follow along very often, you know every day I have a salad. And then I come up with a side dish for the boys that usually includes a carb or some other fun little food that they'll eat that fills them up. So my menu planning is very simple and basic. I'll go today, get all the ingredients for next week, and then it'll be a breeze. When I need to pull out the things to cook, they're going to be there. Or if my son cooks for me, it'll be there for him too. If you have questions, drop them down here, down below in the comments, and share this if you have friends who need help getting organized and figuring out the flow of their week. I'm happy to answer your questions if you just email me at Tami@TamiFox.com, and I'll drop that down in the comments when I get done with this. Have a great weekend. Plan to do something fun with your family this weekend. Go out and have a picnic or go to the park. Just enjoy being together, and don't spend your day Saturday cleaning that house.